C.J. Stroud, likely Offensive Rookie of the Year, will be quarterbacking for the Texans. Browns didn't face him first time they played him back Christmas Eve in Texas. Former NFL offensive lineman Brian Baldinger takes a look at C.J. Stroud, some of the things he did against the Colts, also points out what to expect the Browns to do against Stroud.
It's the footwork.
Yeah.
It's the eyes up. It's recognize I'm in trouble right here, feeling it. And now, okay, what else do I have? Oh, Nico might come available right here. I can throw it. It's what we call throwing him open. I can throw him open right here. And that's what he does. Like it's, all these plays are to Nico because he's their number one. Like one more here up at the top. Like that's right in front of the safety. If this ball is lazy, if it's high, the free safety on this play, who's Julian Blackman, like he's going to pick this ball.
Yeah.
Now, Nico's 6'4", he's 215, he's a big target. But, like, this could be a dangerous throw in front of that free safety.
You got a whole other animal in that Cleveland Browns defense.
Well, they play man coverage. They're a sticky man coverage team. They'll change things up. They won't play all man. So you got to have your man beaters up. You got to have your bunch formations. You got to have your crossers. You got to have your rubs, your slant, flat, curl, flat combinations against man coverage. So you got to beat these guys a different way. Now, Schwartz's got these guys playing really good.
Yeah.
So they know what's coming. So it's not like you're going to catch them off guard. Like they played San Francisco in man coverage. Nobody does that. And they beat those guys that day. They picked off Brock Purdy. So they've seen great quarterbacks. And I'm sure that Jim Schwartz will have something for C.J. Stroud that he hasn't quite seen yet.
With that, let's welcome in G. Bush from 92.3 The Fan, as well as the Barber Shop, the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. G. Bush, that on-camera part with Brian Baldinger, I heard that, and I'm like, that's what I've been saying and what I've been thinking all week.
First of all, how good is Brian Baldinger? Like, come on, man. Like that's what I aspire to be. Like, the way to tell it like that, like he just came off like the authority. He didn't even let the guy get the question out. He said, they're going to have some new stuff. You're going to have some new wrinkles. But what he said was, what he said wasn't very profound because we've been kind of saying some of that in Cleveland as we anticipate what this Jim Schwartz defense is going to look like moving into the playoffs. And, when you talk about the Cleveland Browns, they're going to have Denzel Ward, it looks like, from all the reports. You got those three corners back there that are playing some of the best man coverage. You look at their grades in man coverage, Newsome, Emerson, and Ward. They might be called the law firm. They're back there just locking everything up, sending all guys to litigation and everything. Right now, you take a look at those three guys, and then the wild card is here. And we kind of discussed this before we got on here, and you were right on. JOK. JOK is going to be one of those guys that's going to be the fifth man rushing. And I almost think that Jim Schwartz had to do this. He had to pare it down during the regular season. I think Jim Schwartz, I would say probably, 5, 6, 7 games into the season, he probably was like, listen, I'm not going to give everything away. He put Myles Garrett, the basketball player, away. You didn't see any more dribbling at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't running around doing that. He said, guys, run a lead is too excited about that. And JOK blitzing as the fifth blitzer, that was something else that he kind of stopped a little bit too. But when you add him into that mix in the 5-man rushes, I would expect to see some safety blitzes as well. So C.J. Stroud is going to be under pressure. But it might not necessarily be man coverage in the back end. It could be disguised as some zones, some fire zones. So I expect to heat C.J. Stroud up and for him to see some looks that he necessarily hasn't seen all year.